So you finally got yourself a pair of Auracast-enabled Bluetooth hearing aids, only to realize that you don't have a phone, a tablet, or a laptop that uses Auracast yet. Well, don't worry, I've got a solution for you. Hey guys, Cliff Olson, Doctor of Audiology and founder of Applied Hearing Solutions in Phoenix, Arizona, and I've been talking about Auracast since 2020, long before Auracast-enabled hearing aids hit the market. Well, I'm happy to say that Auracast is finally here. Now, one of the biggest questions that I get from viewers of my YouTube channel is, now that I have Auracast-enabled hearing aids, how the heck do I actually use them with my electronic devices that do not have Auracast yet? If you find yourself asking the same question, then this video is for you, because the solution to this problem is the Avantree C82 Aura, which is this little gizmo right here. And if you want to check out this product for yourself, I will go ahead and put a link to it in the description below. It costs only around 60 bucks, but it solves one of the biggest problems that we have with Auracast today. This accessory can pretty much take any electronic device that you have, as long as it has a USB-C port or a USB-A port if you're using an adapter, and turns that device into an Auracast-enabled device. This way you can stream high-quality audio directly into your Auracast-enabled Bluetooth hearing aids. And in just a minute, I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is to set this thing up and how to use it. Here's the thing that surprises most people. Not only was the hearing aid industry instrumental in pushing forward this new form of Bluetooth LE audio that makes Auracast possible, but they were also extremely quick to add this technology inside of hearing aids. Unfortunately, most laptops, desktops, tablets, and smartphones do not use LE audio Bluetooth yet, hence they're not able to use Auracast. So even if you happen to have hearing aids that have Auracast capabilities, you can't even use it yet. And that's exactly why the Avantree C82 Aura is necessary. Let me explain how it works. I want you to think of this little device right here as a translator. Even if your electronic devices have Bluetooth, they're essentially speaking a different language. By using a different form of Bluetooth like Bluetooth Classic or the Asha Bluetooth protocol or Bluetooth Low Energy, they're not able to actually communicate with another electronic device that uses the LE audio protocol that offers Auracast. But by plugging this little device into your computer or tablet or smartphone, it can convert that wireless signal into an LE audio Auracast signal. And that signal can be understood by your Auracast-enabled hearing aids. And this is great news, especially if you're trying to save money, because instead of having to go out to Best Buy and purchasing Auracast-enabled devices, of which you might not even like those particular devices, you can instead just purchase this little gizmo. And yes, this does work with both Apple products and PCs, and it is pretty much plug and play. If you have a USB-C port like this on your devices, then you're going to be able to plug this directly in. However, if you have a USB-A port, you can still purchase a USB-C to USB-A adapter and you're good to go. So basically, you can pretty much make this thing work with everything. It's also nice to know that because you're using Auracast, you can send the signal from this to multiple different hearing aids or other wireless earbuds or headphones that are Auracast enabled. This way, if you ever want to share the audio from your device with other people, you can do that. All right, let me go ahead and show you exactly how easy it is to set this thing up. First, after you get it out of the box, you want to scan the QR code to open up the web page to download the firmware updater. To make this process easier, I will go ahead and put a link down in the description so you can download this on your laptop or your desktop computer for you to do the firmware update. Next, you'll want to plug the C82 into your computer and click on Check for Updates inside of the updater. If you're not already up to date with the newest firmware, then it will take a few minutes to update. Then if you click on the Advanced tab, you can adjust several different features, including the volume setting, the audio mode, which I do recommend leaving on hearing aid compatibility. This keeps your sampling rate at 24,000 Hertz, which is compatible with most hearing aids. You can change the name of the device, which I do recommend, especially if you get multiple C82 Aura dongles for different devices. And you can also change the encryption, which I also highly recommend changing to encrypted so you can set a passcode. Otherwise, you'll make it possible for other people to listen into your Auracast broadcast signal without you even knowing. Then click on Apply Settings settings. Once it's all been set up, you're ready to plug the C82 into any device that you like. Now, if you plug this into your laptop, essentially what you'll see when you open up the speaker settings is that you'll have this as a speaker option. Now, when you select this as a speaker option, basically you're taking all the audio from your computer and you're converting it into an Auracast broadcast signal. No longer will your computer speakers be putting out audio. In some cases, I imagine this will default automatically for you. So if you do not want the audio to go directly to an Auracast broadcast, you have to toggle out of it. Now, if you take a close look at this dongle, you'll notice that it has a little button on the side that says MFB. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but that actually will control some of the functionality of this device. Now, if you press and hold that button for 6 seconds, it will switch the Auracast broadcast mode. If you get a white LED light, it means that it's in hearing aid mode. This is that 24 kilohertz sampling rate that I was talking to you about for Auracast-enabled hearing aids. I'm gonna go ahead and press it for 6 seconds here, and we're gonna see an orange LED light appear. This is you switching into a 48 kilohertz sampling rate. This is intended for other compatible Auracast headphones or speakers. Now, just so you know, a lot of the hearing aid manufacturers inside of their smartphone apps, they're actually downsampling from 48,000 hertz to 24,000 hertz. So you might be able to get away with leaving the LED light on orange. Now, if you want to perform a factory reset of this transmitter and clear its pairing and encryption history, you have to triple click this button. And just to let you know, if you have a solid LED light, it means that you're broadcasting audio. All right, so once you have all of this set up, and as you can see, I have this on my computer right there, you need to go ahead and open up the app for your Auracast-enabled hearing aids. For this, I'm gonna use the MyStarkey app. So right down here at the bottom on the MyStarkey app, you have the stream options. I'm gonna open that up, and as I can see here, I have a button to go to Auracast broadcast. I'm gonna click on that. That brings up the Dr. Cliff C82 Aura 1. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and play this video on my computer of how humans hear. And essentially, when I tap on this, it's going to ask me for the password. I've already entered the password once before, so it does save it. And I will go ahead and click on join. Now that audio is being fed directly into my Auracast-enabled devices. The cool thing here is that I can augment this audio, so I can hit the back button there, and I can adjust the streaming volume that I'm getting from that Auracast transmitter or the hearing aid microphone volume. So if I still want to be aware of my surroundings, I can increase the hearing aid volume. If I want to knock out all of my surrounding sound, I can turn the hearing aid volume off. But I'm still getting the Auracast broadcast signal into my devices because I have the streaming volume set. Now I could actually take this a step further and augment this audio a little bit more. If I hit done and I click on adjust sound, I have an equalizer that I can adjust here as well. So if I want to adjust the bass, the mids, the treble, I can augment that however I want to make it sound exactly the way that I want, and then I can save that. Now keep in mind that different hearing aid apps allow you to do different things when it comes to this, but play around and see what you can do. Chances are I do have a tutorial video for whatever hearing aids that you have on my channel. It's also important to note that your hearing care professional can fully customize the streaming audio of an Auracast broadcast signal inside of their professional programming software. And if you have a really good hearing care professional, they should be doing this for you regardless. When you do not want to get the broadcast anymore, all you have to do is go ahead and hit stop, and then everything reverts back to the way that you had it before you were streaming. Like I mentioned before, the C82 also works with other consumer electronics if they have Auracast-enabled capabilities. These are my Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro 3, and I can actually stream audio directly from that dongle into these as well. So if you want to use this accessory to stream audio to anybody else who has Auracast-enabled devices but do not have hearing loss, you can do that too. As far as limitations go, this is a transmitter only. You cannot do two-way audio with this, so you can't use it to do phone calls, you can't use it to do Zoom calls and have the audio be picked up by this transmitter. You'll either need to use your computer's built-in microphone or plug in a secondary microphone. Until laptops, desktops, tablets, and smartphones start including Auracast capabilities natively inside of their devices, using a dongle like the Avantree C82 Aura is going to be one of the best ways to make your electronic devices compatible with your Auracast-enabled hearing aids. It's extremely affordable, it's very easy to set up as you can see, and it works across multiple devices. This way you can start taking advantage of that Auracast feature inside of your hearing aids. As Auracast continues to roll out across multiple different hearing aid brands and consumer electronics, you guys know that I'll always be doing reviews of these different technologies. So if you never want to miss these reviews, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on. The Avantree C82 Aura solves the Auracast dilemma for most of your electronic devices. But what if you're flying in an airplane, or you're trying to watch TV, or you're going to a public venue and you want to use Auracast? You can't use this device. Well, I've got some great news, because that is exactly what I've covered in my other Auracast videos, and I've put all of those videos into this playlist right over here if you want to check them out.